Hey guys, welcome back to Puff It Louda, and welcome back to Charade Maniacs. We are here with Ebana in the kitchen after having a very long conversation with Iochi about, everything. We talked about a lot. We talked about the punishment games in the past, and we talked about how at least one cast member is a repeat and how they came from the last round of stream participants. Everybody else beyond the last round met their dead end. And we learned that Iochi kind of regrets meeting the MC at this point in time. Iochi literally stated that they kind of cursed the fact that they met. I think it literally was like, I cursed this encounter. And yeah, so we're gonna just start right off with Ebana. Wonderful. Ebana and I were on rotation to make dinner. As usual, when I stood next to Ebana, he would be abnormally irritated. I felt it was getting a bit awkward, but Iochi came over to help. The three of us went on to prepare dinner together, but then...
ねえ、ご飯の前にお願いがあるんだけど。
Haji wandered over and asked for his favors again.
ドラマを再演したいんだ。セナお姉ちゃんが罰ゲームを受けた、あのドラマ。
God.
それは。
I expressed my feelings about it in the morning, and Haji should have agreed to it back then. I can't do that. I told you I'll find another way, right?
そうだけど、今やりたいんだ。監視者さんに頼んじゃうね。
Hey!
ハイジ君、それが君の優しさだとしても、セナ君の意思を無視するのはどうかと思うよ。
大丈夫だよ。お姉ちゃんは立っているだけでいいから。
Just stand there? While some doubts remained, Haiji requested to the watcher to restart the drama.
監視者さん、ドラマの再演するよ。お姉ちゃんが罰ゲーム受けちゃったやつ。
What?
リクエスト受け付けました。再演を開始します。
Oh God. Oh no, it's going to start. Oh God. What?
大丈夫だよお姉ちゃん。すぐ終わるからね。
I didn't understand what Haiji was feeling behind that smile. What is happening? The drama countdown was quicker, maybe because it was reenactment. It was usually 3 minutes, but this time it was just 1. I was transported to the classroom and saw that Gyobu and Haiji were there.
何これ？このドラマ例のやつだよね。
うん。お姉ちゃんが罰ゲーム受けたドラマ。今から再演するから、行部お兄ちゃんもよろしくね。
じゃあようやく君もハイジ君を突き落とす覚悟ができたんだ。
I shook my head violently in front of Gyobu. Seeing me panic, Gyobu opened his eyes widely at Haiji.
違うみたいだけど、どうする気？
大丈夫。なんとかするよ。だから始めちゃおう。
What the fuck is happening?
あっそう。僕はどうでもいいけどさ。
Gyobu! Please! Without any time to question Haiji, the countdown started. So I just have to follow through with it? But Gyobu! Watari became the target of bullying, but upon conversing with the homeroom teacher, the situation improved. However, the relief was short-lived, as Igawa, the mastermind of the bullying, and Kitakura called him out. I recognized the synopsis. It was definitely the drama where I lost my voice. Gyobu and I were the masterminds of the bullying as we began to corner Haiji. In the ending scene, I would have to push him out of the window. But I can't speak, so what do I do? Gyobu and Haiji covered for me as the scene continued on.
黙ってて。君の話なんて聞く必要ないよ。
黙らない。これはお前らなんかに負けない。
違うよ、あたり。これは勝負なんかじゃない。勝負は最初からついてるからね。 この学校に来た時から君は負け犬なんだよ。
I couldn't act out what was past this point. Haiji and Gyobu faced off by the window. I could only stand idly as they did that.
ほら、おいでよ。
Huh? Haiji called me over and sat on the windowsill. The wind blew past him as his hair wavered. It looked like he would fall at any moment, so I nervously ran up to him. Watch out! I grabbed his arm and our eyes met. His expression was calm, almost smiling. Haiji?
やっぱり来てくれた。お姉ちゃんならそうしてくれると思ったよ。
That wasn't part of the act. It was the usual Haiji. He sat in the frame of the window as we exchanged looks. I tried to guess his intention, but I just didn't understand. Is he about to push her out of the window? Is he telling me to push him here? But before the drama started, Haiji said that all I had to do was stand there. What's the contradiction to that? I tried to understand what was going on, and Haiji spoke up.
大丈夫。怖くないよ。
He gently pulled my hand away from him, and then held it with both hands. That was only for a moment. Wee woo, wee woo. This is your Puffy Lauda trigger warning. Yes, it's been so long since we've seen a trigger warning, and this is the first one that I thought necessary to put in for Charade Maniacs. First of all, because Charade Maniacs in general is just a very trigger-heavy game, but second of all, because this involves a possible child. So since Haiji is considered to be a 12-year-old in the mind at the least, I figured that I would just say flat out, Haiji does fall out of the window. So if you do not want to see a 12-year-old fall out of a window, there's no CG for this, by the way, but you will see my reaction to this, which is shock, and I will process this information and etc. You can skip to the time shown on the screen. If you are ready to go through this process with me, then hang on tight and buckle up because it's a little rough. Haiji pushed me away with all of his strength. If you push someone while sitting on the windowsill, then recoil would cause him to fall backwards. Oh my god, he pushed himself out of the window! Ow! I tried to reach out to grab him, but he pushed me so hard I fell backward. Haiji then fell out of the window without a sound. Haiji. My hands were on the floor of the classroom while I could only look on. Oh my god. Oh my god. I thought that he was gonna push her out of the window. I doubted him. And he fucking pushed himself out of the window. Oh my god. And he didn't have anybody to catch him that time. So he basically like, oh god. Oh god. Oh my god. That's awful. That is so awful. And, like, he's 12. Like, if he's actually 12, that is so awful. Like, that is so sad. That is actually so sad. She got her voice back, but that is so sad. After the drama ended, I remained on the floor exactly how I was in the classroom.
お疲れ様。
Yoichi and Ebana. Oh, Obama. I almost said Obama. Oh my god. Yoichi and Ebana must have been watching the drama. When I returned, they didn't say much else as they sat me down on a chair in the living room.
お疲れ様。お姉ちゃん、頑張ったね。
You fucking idiot! You big idiot! Who told you to do this? Somebody, I bet fucking money that Futami fucking said that, or Banjo. Somebody fucking put him up to this. No! I didn't understand what Haiji was saying. He fell over like that, so why is he complimenting me? Why? Thanks to the reenactment, my voice had returned, but I didn't feel happy about it at all.
ああ、よかったな。これで元通りだ。再演するときは前もって言ってよね。 急に来たからちょっと焦っちゃったよ。
いずれにせよセナの声が戻ったのなら一安心だな。どうだセナ。
What the fuck is wrong with these people? Everyone all came down to the living room at once. It was a lively exchange that had a hint of happiness. Oh, my voice is back.
よかった。
Of course, Manjo.
あれ、みんな集まってどうしたんですか？
ドラマ見てなかったんですか？セナの声が元に戻ったんです。
そうだったんですか。外にいたので見ていなかったんですが、それは良かったです。
I feel like Shigesaki just loves being outside. Like, what? Okay.
本当によかった。あんなに嫌がってたけど頑張ったね、セナ君。
Oh my god, I feel like people don't realize that Sana didn't push Haiji. It was Haiji that pushed himself.
再演はしないとか言い切ってたくせに、あんなに簡単に突き落として終わるなら心配するまでもなかったな。
Oh my god.
心配してたの？
違う、俺じゃなくてお前らが。
心配だったんでしょ？
Oh my god, Ebana.
うぜえ。
Huh? They all think that I was the one who pushed? That's how it looked? That's why the reenactment was acknowledged? But I wasn't the one who pushed. It was all Haiji that... I looked over at Haiji, but... He just smiled as he shook his head while putting his index finger over his lips, as if to say that this was our little secret. Haiji did everything. I was unable to tell everyone about what had happened. They just congratulated me that my voice was back. Oh my god, that's the reason why everybody's celebrating it. They literally think that she pushed a 12-year-old out of the window. And they're like, woo! Your voice is back! Yeah! Congrats! Like, woohoo! Like, what the fuck? They all think that she's a psychopath! Like, what the hell? They really... Oh my god, that's so awful! Bro, I would be out there. I'd be like, no, that was not me. That was all him. Like, that he literally pushed himself out of that window. The day after I got my voice back, I was talking with everyone normally while doing the new dramas without issue. I felt that things were progressing smoothly, and although it was not my intention, I think maybe that was for the best. Haiji did all that for my sake. Dinner on that day was served with the more lavish variety as part of a surprise. Yoichi said that it was to celebrate getting my voice back, and Ebana didn't deny it. Oh, Ebana! Haiji said that he was happy he could help, making me happy too. I took the punishment game out of my own stubbornness, but everyone is happy for me. I'm so glad I'm friends with everyone. I'm so glad I'm with everyone here.
片付けもこれで終了っと。あれ？セナ君、終わるの待ってたの？
Have we really seen Yoichi's pose here? I feel like we rarely see it. Yes, I'm sorry for letting you do all of it.
いいんだよ。君のためのお祝いだしね。エバナ君も嬉しそうだったよ。
誰がそんな。
楽しかったね。毎日こうならいいのにな。
Yeah, I agree. I happened to be preparing some tea, so I made some for everyone on the team. Ebana was about to return to his room, but Yoichi stopped him, allowing all of us to gather. I looked at everyone's faces and, as I said, what I thought of yesterday. I've decided to place my trust in everyone even more than before, especially to the three here.
なんなんだ急に。
I've been thinking since yesterday. It was my fault I took the punishment game, so I was in a hurry to do something about it. Thanks to everyone's help, I was able to get my voice back, and everyone congratulated me like it happened to themselves. I just felt so happy about that. Even if I were to be betrayed in the future, I've decided not to give up.
だから みんなのことを信じることにした？
It's interesting that the MC is now taking like the spot of what Akase was doing in the Akase's route, you know? Like Akase was the one who was like, I'm trusting everybody, and now it's like Sena's doing that. Yes, I want to believe instead of suspect. I think I'm just better at doing that.
いいと思うよ、僕は。僕だってお姉ちゃんのことを信じてるし、誰が怪しいとか考えたことないよ。
って言ってるハイジのことも信じるってことか。
Ooh.
胸部はハイジが怪しいと言ってただろ。胸部のことは信じていないのか。
Of course I believe in Gyobu for saying that Haiji is suspicious. But that doesn't mean I'll accept every one of his opinions.
お前の言う信じるの範囲は何なんだ。信用している人間の話を信じることは信じるとは違うのか。
Well...
お前のやってることはただの日和見主義だろ。全員を信じていると話をなあなあにして真実を暴こうとする人間を裏切って。
Oh shit! Oh shit! I'm kind of on Ebana's side too. I agree that. I agree with that. Like I think that it's I think I agree with Ebana, but I also I could see where the MC is going with this, because I think that like he's saying like, yeah, you're a fencer because you're like betraying the people who are trying to find the truth, but you kind of want to do a balance of both, right? Because like it's not necessarily just about finding the truth. You need to also understand, like, if you are only searching for the truth, that can also make you blind to everything else that's going on. Like, your search for the truth can make you blind. I think that's like a saying in some ancient Chinese like Confucianism thing, where it's like the people who are looking for the truth can be easily like, you know, like you kind of like get this tunnel vision where you're like, you're searching so hard for something that you don't notice these small details. And I think it's better to go at it in a cooperative sense rather than to judge and see everybody in like a hateful way, or even like a kind of like a, I don't know. I think it's better to be working cooperatively than to work in a, what's the word? Uncooperative. Like, it's better to not be enemies, whatever.
綺麗事しか言えないくせに戦いを覚悟した奴らに近づくなよ。平和ボケは一人でやってろ。
Lord.
エバナ君、言い過ぎだよ。君と彼女の考えが違ったとしても、そこまで言う権利はないだろう。
I think he's just like, he's got a very like masculine, like macho attitude. Like he has like a very like, he just has like a very like, I gotta fight a war kind of mindset. I don't know.
イライラするんです。真実を覆い隠したままここにいるのは仲間だって。
But it's like, how are you supposed to find the truth when, I don't know. I mean, I guess I can see what he means.
ヘドが出る。俺はこの場にプロデューサーがいたら迷いなく殴り飛ばしてるからな。
See, he just revealed something though. It means that he doesn't think that she's the producer.
怖い。
It also means that he probably doesn't think that Ebana's, not Ebana, Yochi's the producer either, because he would have sent them too. Honestly, I felt the same way as Haiji. Even if my opinions differed from Ebana that much, why would he go to this length to say that to me?
言い過ぎ。君はもうちょっと他人の意見を許容できる余裕を作った方がいいよ。
Ebana has like anger management issues.
君がもし真実を追い求めているのだとしたら、一人で成し遂げられることだとは思わない方がいい。
Oh, look at Iochi. Iochi's like pissed.
そんな風に誰も彼も敵だと思っていては、誰も君に協力してくれなくなるよ。
別に
Oh, okay.
いいです。そもそも 行部の言ってることは事実だ。事実に基づいた推論なのに聞き入れられないのは愚かだ。
事実？どの話？
異世界配信のシステム仕様変更は今から2つ前の配信の後に行われた。
System specification change for Otherworld stream was done to the stream 2 times prior to the current one. Hold on. I need to write this down. God damn it. How many freaking things do they have to say? System spec change done 2 times prior to the current. Okay.
つまり前回の異世界配信の直前だ。そしてその恩恵を受けた前回配信のキャストは無事元の世界へ帰ることができた。
And returned safely. Okay.
キャストの数は9人。ただ前回も監視員が紛れ込んでいたとディレクターは言っていたから、実際には8人だったかもしれない。
8 total cast members. Okay, so it's 9 total cast minus the director, so 8.
行部はそのことを俺たちに話した。あいつの言っていたことは全部事実だ。
There's so many plot points, Jesus Christ.
行部君が事実を話しているのだから、彼の言っていることを信じろと。
Here comes Iochi with that information.
少なくとも事実は受け入れるべきだ。ハイジが怪しいっていうのは俺の中でも推論じゃなく事実だ。
Oh. So Ebana's doubting Haiji because we currently have a total of 9, and Haiji is like a strange circumstance because Haiji is a 12-year-old in an adult body, I guess. But honestly, what I think would be suspicious is the fact that Senna is a female in an all-male cast. Like, that's what I would find suspicious. I would be like, why is Senna like the one woman in all males? I don't know.
やっぱり僕なんだ。
あの時も話したけど、それに対する反証を用意しろっていうのは小学生には酷な話だよ。
Yeah.
それに事実だと言うけれど、どうして君はそれを知ってるの？
Yes.
どこからその情報を得たの？
See, Iochi coming in.
君もそこは言わないんだ。
Yep.
もしかしてエバナお兄ちゃんは前もキャストをやってたの？だからそんなことを知ってるの？
Oh shit, that's surprising. I honestly didn't think that Haiji would like be able to counter argue like that, but that's yeah.
それかプロデューサー本人か。
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
好きに考えてください。それに対する根拠を用意するつもりはありません。
Oh shit! Actually, Ebana very possibly could be a previous cast member because he lost an arm. He very possibly could be a previous cast member because he could be trying to get his freaking arm back. Oh my god. Hold on. So let's write that down. Possibly a previous cast member because of the arm situation.
ならどうして話したの？君も行部君も根拠もないのに情報だけ提供するなんて不思議だね。
Yeah, Iochi, do not let up on this.
行部がどうかは知りませんが、俺はあんたらの反応が見たかっただけです。
よくわかんないけど、つまり僕が悪いってことだね。
No, that's not it.
だってそうでしょ？エバナお兄ちゃんも行部お兄ちゃんも僕が信じられないって。
even if that's the case, that doesn't put you at fault.
でもどうしたらいいのかわかんないし。
まったくお兄さんたちはひどいね。小学生をいじめるなんて。でも難しいね。一方の言い分を信じれば一方を信じないということになる。一体誰が正しいのか終わってみないとわからない。難しいゲームだね。
Ebana,
なんだよ。
I understand what you're thinking, but I won't change my mind. Ebana, I chose to believe in what you're saying, and in what Gyobu is saying too. I believe in both of you, but I also believe in Haiji no matter how suspicious you say he is.
セナお姉ちゃん。
When the truth is found out, you can make fun of me as much as you want. I don't care if I'm betrayed. Right now, I've chosen to believe in everyone. I knew I was being reckless. I understood if others called me a hypocrite, but I thought it would be good to have someone who was willing to be in my position too.
ありがとうお姉ちゃん。お姉ちゃんが信じるって言うなら僕もみんなを信じるよ。そういうのあまり考えたことなかったけどこれからはちゃんと考えることにする。みんなを信じて協力すればいいんだよね。
I'm kind of shocked that Akase hasn't said anything. Haiji.
信じる者は救われるかな。疑うばかりじゃつかめない真実もあるだろう。僕も信じてるよ。僕の基準でね。
Yeah, I think that Iochi is solid. Like, this is solid.
基準？
日常生活に支障が出ない程度には信頼関係を築くつもりだってことだよ。つまり仲良くやろうってこと。
なるほど。
仲良くとか協力とか。
そうやってバカにするけど君の言ってることも一つの協力だろ。僕らを見放すなら無言で離れればいいんだよ。
And we're gonna stop here. Honestly, solid. I really, actually, really appreciate Iochi. I like them a lot. I think that the way that this whole thing is going is beautiful. I cannot tell you guys how much I actually appreciate Iochi's route over Akase's route in so many ways. It sucks because I really like Akase as a character, and I think I've said this like a million times. Like, I really like Akase as a character. I actually really like Banjo as a character too. But Iochi has just like the writing for Iochi is so much better. Like, so much better. Iochi as a person is just like so smart. It's crazy. Like, you can just see the gears in their head turning. You can see the way that they word questions and the way that they snap back at Ebana when Ebana is like questioning Haiji and like questioning everything. And like, you can see the expression on Iochi's face when they get angry and they get like, they just kind of get sassy and everything. Like, it all just makes sense and like it just snaps right in and it just, oh, it fits so well and it keeps me just, it keeps me wanting more. And I don't know. I'm hooked right now. I really want to like keep playing. I might keep playing right now. I'm so in. I am in. I'm locked in. Oh, I want to know. Ah! I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am right now, because I am seriously, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. There's so many plot points. They keep adding more plot points too, because my notes right now, like, I'm sure you guys have noticed, I have started to write stuff down because I really cannot, like, if I don't write stuff down, I will lose the plot, literally. It's crazy. Like, they mentioned that there's a system spec change that was done 2 times prior to the current stream, where the previous cast got this system spec benefit. They returned safely to the world, and this director was an observer, so there was 9 total cast members plus this director, which I guess returned. And yeah, I don't know, whatever. It just, there's a lot going on, but I want to know more. I want to know what's happening. Ah! Next episode. I want to know more. I want to know what's happening. Is Ebana a previous cast member? I think he has to be. I think that's what they're insinuating. Like, I think it has to be the case, right? Yeah. I don't know. We're gonna find out. Goodbye.